Show me that you want me now. When you is a nigga, take a bow. Fuck me hard and fuck me slow. I don't care how low you go. Turn me around, spread this ass, shove that dick in like you mad. Smack that ass, choke my ass. Give it to me, daddy, don't give me no pass. Take this body and don't you stop. Show me how you do on top. Spread my legs, grab my hair. In this moment, I do not care. 'Cause you got me feeling good. Deep inside, I feel your words. Hard and long, which make me wrong. Don't you stop to the end of the song. Put me up and sit me on the counter. Grind that dick, make me scream louder. In and out, in and out. I'm scratching on your back while you kick me in the mouth. Damn, it's good, please don't stop now. I want you to fuck me around the clock out. Make me scream, make me shout. Show me what that thing's about. Now it's time for me to stand up. Hike that ass and put it in my gut. I'm gonna fuck you like a fucking slut. We can do it in the house or in the club. Role playing with you, baby, to get you nut. Now it's time for round two. Time for me to show you what I do. Throw you on the bed or maybe on the couch. Climb on top, put this pussy in your mouth. Show me that you want me now. When I get done, nigga, take a bow. Fuck me hard and fuck me low. I don't care how low you go. Show me that you want me now. When you get done, nigga, take a bow. Fuck me hard and fuck me slow. I don't care how low you go.
I've been through her, and I've been through pain. Some things won't change, but I will not give up. I will try,
That would be great.
because I have
We need
tried.
we would sit down and have more meals together instead of eating out all the time. That is one thing I do want to work on, is cooking more and sitting down more as a family and eating, because I think that is very important. I think that helps you to build those bonds. For me, I don't see it as like, because when you sit at the dinner table, that bond is you talking and y'all catching up on your day and stuff. For me, I catch up on my day with my kids all the time. We talk every day about everything. I feel like I know everything other than the few things that, my son tried to keep a secret because he's a teenager now in high school. So that's a little different. But outside of that, I talk to my kids all the time. So sitting at the dinner table to catch up is not something that I have to do because we already catch up on a day-to-day basis. But I think it's important for those families who don't, do all of that talking with their kids on a day-to-day basis to have those times where you cook a meal and y'all sit down and y'all eat it together. Y'all have those experiences and y'all build those bonds and communication. Don't just sit there and just eat the food. Make sure you talk and you have conversation going while you're eating. I love talking to my kids. I think it's very important to talk to your kids and make sure they know everything that's going on. So talking over a meal is always a great thing. So I hope over this Thanksgiving holiday, as families were sitting down and discussing what they were thankful for, I hope that people were able to build stronger bonds with each other and communicate and get things out there that they wanted to get out there. Just be able to, express themselves.
I think it's very important to express yourself throughout any time of the year, but during the holidays is when everybody is together, and it's that chance to really get it out there what you feel. That's why a lot of people propose during the holidays, because it's most of the family together, and I can get it out there in one room in front of everybody where everybody knows what's going on. So I think that is very important throughout the holidays, that you're talking and you're building those bonds, and you just creating memories. You know, we got Christmas coming up, we got New Year's coming up. We want to create memories throughout the holidays. It shouldn't be stressful, it should be fun. I did have a little stress cooking Thanksgiving dinner, but it was fun because I did it from my heart and I really wanted that. So I think as long as you're making it fun throughout the holidays and you building those memories, like every holiday will be a holiday to remember. One thing about me throughout the holidays is I take a lot of pictures. Whether it's just taking pictures of me, taking pictures of my kids, my family, or whatever. I take a lot of pictures because during the holidays, that's when you really do you create the most memories during the holidays, because everybody's really joyful and cheerful when it's the holiday season. So I take a lot of pictures of people because I always want to have something to reflect on. And what's funny is my family, everybody always be like, you take too many pictures, for instance. Like, why are you taking so many pictures? Well, growing up, my family took a lot of pictures. So as I was growing up and going and sneaking in the pictures that my dad had, or seeing all the pictures that my aunt had of us when we was little, like, that brought joy to me because it brought back memories. It made me think about stuff. So even now when I take pictures, the same people who be like, Princess, you take too many pictures, when we go back and we have those moments, if we can look at these pictures, they always bring joy to people's heart, just seeing how they were in a different part of their life. Like, so I think it's very important to take a lot of pictures. You don't have to be like me and post all your pictures online. I post half of them at least. You don't have to be like me to post all your pictures online. But I think it's very important to take a lot of pictures, whether you getting them developed and putting them in a photo book, whether you storing them in the cloud somewhere. I think it's very important to take a lot of pictures because you don't know how long people are going to be here on this earth. You don't know how long the bonds are going to be the way they are. You want to be able to have something to go back and reflect on. I love that reflection of, dang, look how my kids used to look when they was this young, and now compared to how they look now. I think it's so important to take pictures. A lot of people don't see the importance in it. They like, oh, you conceited. You just love taking pictures because you think you cute. No, that's not the case. It's transitions in my life that I get to record and see. Like, why wouldn't you want to see how you transition? I see people online all the time say, these girls don't post no ugly pictures of themselves. Like, you ain't never seen no ugly picture of a girl, or you ain't never seen none of these childhood pictures when they was looking busted. Like, people want to see that. I just was talking to my sister about this the other day because she was talking about me and how I take pictures all the time. And I take any kind of pictures, off guard, whatever. I don't care how you looking. I'm taking a picture. And she was saying, like, don't do that. Like, people don't like pictures like that. But here's the thing is, we're all human. We all have ugly moments. We all have moments where we ain't all the way on point. It's okay. To me, when you show that to people, they fuck with you more because it's like you more genuine. Like, you ain't trying to hide who you are. Like, you showing all of you. Like, if you got to hide that, then that's a problem. You're not comfortable with yourself, that you feel like, why is you even out at this time? In my opinion, here's my thing. You should always be picture ready. If you coming around me, that is like law. Like, it's an unspoken law. Everybody should know. If you coming anywhere in my area, you should be always picture ready. And I don't care if it's the hottest pajamas that you got on, you should always be picture ready. And I'm that type of person, and I think everybody should be like that. If everybody had that mindset, is I'm always picture ready. I'm not saying you got to have on your hottest jewels. I'm not saying you have to have on shoes. Hell, I don't wear shoes half of the time when I do my shows. I'm not saying you have to do all of that. But what I'm saying is just be picture ready. Like, be on point enough that if somebody took a picture of you, you be good. Like, it shouldn't be I gotta do this, I gotta do this, wait, don't snap the picture. No, be picture ready. I'm always picture ready. Even on my worst day, I'm picture ready. Because every picture speaks for that moment. At that moment, I might have been feeling busted. At that moment, I might have been relaxed and chilled, and I didn't want to get dressed up. But I'm picture ready. I think everybody, if you have that mindset of I'm picture ready at all times, then you wouldn't have to be worried about getting ready for the picture. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's in so many different situations. But we talking about picture ready right now. So if you stay ready for pictures, you ain't got to get ready for pictures. Period, point blank. So, but also remember, if you around me, there's always going to be pictures taken. I've been like this ever since I was a youngin'. Like, there's always going to be pictures taken. I went from the disposable cameras to the Polaroids. Now I got my own camera. You know, I'm always ready to take a picture. Take a picture of me, take a picture of somebody else. Some people I take pictures of and they just be like, don't post my pictures. Okay, I got you, but I'm still keeping the pictures. Because those are memories I can look back on. So I can have photo albums for my kids to come over and pull off the shelves and stuff like that when I get older. Like, I've seen that with my grandparents. You know, and I want that for my kids. I want my kids to be able to come over with their kids. Or, you know, anybody, and be able to show people, like, look, let's look at the photo albums. Like, let's have something to go back on, memories. Like, and it ain't, for me, it ain't about, like, showing off and showcasing the good moments and showcasing when somebody getting something fly or anything like that. It's not about that. It's about showcasing smiles and memories of moments that I feel like we will never get back, but I want to remember this. And as you can see, almost every moment of my life, I want to remember. Because I take pictures all day, every day. Because I want to remember where I was now. So when I get to where I'm going, I remember where I came from. I don't ever want to forget where I came from. That's where a lot of people fuck up at. Because they forget where they came from. They want to put on like they something that they not. Like, if you came from the struggle and you went through the struggle, like, own up to that shit. That make you a better person. Like, a lot of people don't understand how much of a better person that make you if you own up to the fact of, I was struggling, like I was at my worst and I came up, and you showing people your growth as you come up. Like, that is the greatest thing. But people want to wait until they come up and then go tell the stories about how they struggle. Like, nah, why did you hide that this whole time? I would have respected you more, and I probably would have fucked with your shit more if I knew your whole story. But I felt like there was some kind of lie in the story. I felt like something was off, so I couldn't fuck with you. But had I known off rip that you was one of me, like you went through the shit I went through, but you made it. Like, that's inspiring. A lot of people don't see that as inspiring. Telling people about their struggles. They see that as, oh, I'm giving people something to talk about. People are going to look at me a certain type of way. Fuck how people look at you. Like, for real. Like, it's not about how people look at you. It's about how many people you can help that's going through them same struggles, who seen you go through them struggles and seen you become greatness. Like, just imagine the people that you'll touch. Like, let's real talk, Cardi B. Like, a lot of people give her slack and talk shit about her. But she was a scripper. She put that out there. Like, she was who she was. But look where she at now. And that's why so many little girls be looking up to her and stuff. Because it's like, dang, if she went from that to this, where can I go? It's not always about, oh, I want to be a scripper like her. But it's like, she went from that to this, where can I go? So it's about showing, like, for me, I want to show people my struggles. I want to show people the things that I go through to try to build myself to get to where I need to get. Like, that's what it's about. People so, like, they get it so fucking twisted that it's just easy. That people just wake up overnight and you are just a star. Overnight, you popping. That's not how it happens. It is a process to it. You got to start at the motherfucking bottom and work your way to the top. And never know how long it's going to take. But because you don't know how many people are trying to do the same thing that you're doing. You don't know how long it's going to take somebody to actually recognize and see the potential in you. You don't know how long it's going to take for the industry to get to where you're trying to be in the industry. You know, it's a lot of factors into making it. So that shit don't happen overnight. So I want to show people that shit don't happen overnight. Like, you don't overnight make it. You don't just wake up one morning and you just popped off. No. For me, when I say I came through the struggles, I came through the struggles. Like, of not knowing when we was going to eat. Of staying in a spot where we ain't have a tub to take a bath in. Like, I came through those type of struggles. So that's why I strive so hard today, so that way I never have to go through that kind of stuff again. That don't mean I forgot my struggles. Like, I'll never forget where I came from. That's so important. So many people want to forget where they came from because they somewhere good now, and it's like, fuck that shit, that's my past. No, your past made you. You got to embrace that shit and be cool with that shit. That's who you is. Like, your past, if it wasn't for your past, you wouldn't be who you are in your present. So, as much as you want to forget your past, as much as you want to block out your past, you might as well embrace that shit, because that made you who you is. Whether it made you a grimy ass motherfucker, whether it made you a sweetheart, it don't matter. Like, your past made you who you are today. Now, your present can change your future. You don't have, hold on, to be a product of your past. Like, your past did make you who you are today, but your present can determine what your future is. Like, don't think that, like, I know a lot of people say, you know, when you in high school, these are the days that you set yourself up for the future. When you in college, these are the days that you set yourself up to be an adult. Yeah, that is true. You are working towards being an adult. You're working towards having more responsibilities. You're working towards building a life. But if you didn't build that life at that time, don't think that it's too late to build that life. Like, it's never too late to get what you want out of life. Ever. Like, some people, they get shit out of life that they didn't even think they wanted or even try to pursue like that in life. But it's because it's never too late. Never think, oh, well, I'm 40, I'm 30, I'm 50, whatever how old you is, I can't do it. You got to be a certain age to start it. Get that shit out your mind. There's no such thing as a certain age to work a job. Now, I know, for me, I did struggle as a younger person trying to work in the corporate world, trying to get into the management roles because of my age, and that was fucked up. So I don't want people to have that mentality of your age determines what kind of role or where you should be at in life. No. Some people take longer than others to get to where they need to be. But that don't mean you need to give up because you're not there. Work harder. That's the thing is people rather give up than work harder to achieve the goal that they were trying to achieve. I don't get this shit. Why not work harder to achieve that goal rather than giving up on something that you really did want in the begin with? So now you're going to be sitting around bitter, upset, feeling some type of way because you didn't achieve the goal that you really wanted, but instead you gave up because it was frustrating you. I don't get that mentality. My thing is a lot of things frustrate me in life. There's a lot of things I want to be like, fuck that shit. I want to give up on that shit. But I can't because I have responsibilities. I have people depending on me. And I have places I'm trying to get in life. So giving up is not an option. If you have that mentality of giving up is not an option, you'll be so much further in life. Like, when you give up on yourself or you give up on things that you want in life or places you want to be in life, like, it's like you dead. You're not, what is you living for? If you're not living to do the things you wanted to do. If you're going to give up on the things that you really want, what else would you give up on? Like, how can another person expect you to be there for them and hold them down and love them unconditionally and always have their back if you give it up on everything in life? You making your life look like a failure. So if everything you do in life you giving up on and it's failing because you gave up, then any relationship you get in or anything like that is going to fail too because you're not going to give it your all. You're going to give up. When times get hard, you're going to give up. So that's the kind of mentality you need to have when you're thinking about giving up on anything in life. If you're giving up on anything that's in your dreams, you might as well be dead. There's no point in living. You got to fight for what you believe in. If you don't fight for you, who will? If you want to be treated or dealt with a certain way, or if you're accustomed to a certain way of living, you have to speak that. You have to be honest and true about it. Because, again, you have to be honest with yourself, and you can't give up on what you really want in life. If you want somebody to treat you a certain type of way, then you got to fight for you to get treated that way. Everything ain't easy. Everything's not going to be handed to you. Like, you're not going to wake up and your boy just made it, and now he just going to put you on. Nah, it don't work like that. So don't think that either. Like, a lot of people think because, okay, I was with you in the mud, and when you came up, like, we supposed to be down for each other. You supposed to take me with you. No. Niggas is grimy. I seen niggas do that shit time and time again to niggas. Like, I helped you out and helped you get to the top, and then you shitted on me like I was nobody. Like, I said that shit happened. So don't ever think because you cool with somebody and they doing something great in life that you gonna make it off of them. You got to work just as hard as they working so you can make it too. And a lot of those friends, in my opinion, not gonna take you with them if they feel like that's all you doing is trying to piggyback. And to me, I cut people off. Like, I don't know about nobody else, but for me, if I feel like you piggybacking or anything like that off of my success, or you kicking it with me because you feel like that's gonna make you popular or anything like that, I'll cut you off and not fuck with you, period. I don't need them kind of people around me. I don't want no yes men around me. I don't want an entourage of people around me who just gonna do what the fuck I say do. That's not what I want. Anybody who kick it with me, I want you to have your own mind. I want you to be able to speak up to me when I say some shit to piss you off. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I can't talk to her a certain type of way because she gonna get crazy. Yeah, I get crazy. But you gotta know how to deal with me to kick with me. Like, you can't kick it with me if you don't know how to deal with me. I'm not your average chick. But I'm cool as fuck. And I'm a ride or die. But I'm not your average chick. So you got to know how to deal with me. I don't want you... I'm not that person. And I wish other people wouldn't be like that. People want friends around so much. They want to have the love of others so bad because they don't love themselves. So they'll do anything to have a whole bunch of people around. I know friends who would pay everything, pay everybody's tab just to have a whole bunch of people around. It's not cool that you have to pay for friendship. Hell, I felt like that at one point in time. That I was supplying and paying for everything to keep people around, to have a good time, to just keep good company around. And once I woke up and was like, Princess, why are you doing this? Why are you paying people to be your friends? Like, I had that moment of, like, I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I didn't realize that I was paying people to kick it with me. I didn't realize that. I just felt like I was having a good time. If I had the money, they was my peoples, I felt like. So if I got the money and I want to have a good time and I know you ain't got it, I got y'all. We good. Like, but what I realized through that was I was actually paying for people to be around and keep me company and entertain me. So I had to cut that off. I had to stop that. When I stopped that, I was able to invest more into me. That's what's so crazy. I was more so putting so much money into keeping people around me and entertaining everybody else and making sure everybody else was comfortable and happy and had what they needed. If you were struggling, I got you because you was my friend. You was talking to me on the phone. You was keeping me company. Like, I got you. I was that shit. But once I realized that, damn, you putting all this money in, and when you ain't got no money, you don't see these people, and they don't talk to you the same way when you broke than they talk to you when you got money. Like, what the fuck? So what I had to learn was, okay, Princess, you need to put your card down. Don't always say you got money. Like, I started acting like a broke ass bitch. That's real talk. I started acting like a broke ass bitch. And when I started acting like that, people started dropping out my life. People started talking to me different than they was talking to me before, when I was always saying, yes, I got you. Yes, you need this, I got you. People started talking to me differently. I've seen change in so many people. And that's another reason why I say fuck people. Because after all of that, after all that I did for so many people, as soon as I said, put that card down, Princess, I lost all those people. None of those people are nowhere to be found. And we can't really say what went down. There was no beef. There was no animosity. There was no falling out. Not as far as I know. If there was some beef or some shit I didn't know about. But to me, it was just like when the well ran dry, all the friends said bye. Like, period, point blank. Whether it was friends, family, whatever, they said bye when the well went dry. When I no longer wanted to give out that money or give out my time or anything that I was giving out to everybody just to make them happy, even though it was something I didn't want to do, or it was a conversation that was just annoying to me because I was tired of having the same conversations over and over again and nothing was being done. Like, nobody was listening. So as soon as I stopped doing that shit, I started growing. Like, as soon as I started doing that shit, I started having more money for me. I was able to buy my green screens. I was able to buy my cameras, my microphones, my disco lights. I was able to, you know, do things in life for me that I always wanted to do for me, but I never felt like I had the money to or the time to, because I was spending so much money and so much time into other people and trying to make them happy and trying to do things to make them feel good and make sure that they got to where they needed to be. But only thing I realized was I was leaving out what I wanted. And that was a part of what was making me unhappy. That was a part of that was making me want to spend my money, to keep people around, to have that entertainment, to keep my mind off of the things that was making me unhappy in life. But now I have time to think about the things that make me unhappy, and I have time to try to create change so I can be the best me that I can be. So when I tell you, you don't have to have a lot of friends around to feel happy and to feel accomplished in life. You just have to love you. You have to do what you need to do to make you happy, not depend on someone else to do what they can do to make you happy. Depending on someone else to make your happiness is just crazy. It's ridiculous in my opinion. And I know a lot of people be like, what the fuck is she talking about? It's ridiculous to depend on somebody else to make you happy. You have to make you happy. You have to make you happy. Can't nobody give you that joy and happiness that you can give yourself. And I've learned that. And that's not just in friendship. That's on all different levels. Hey, you have to do what you need to do to make you happy. Here's the thing is everybody think they know what's going on in people's relationship. Everybody think they know what's going down. But you don't know what's going down in somebody's household. People may paint a pretty picture online by posting pictures together or posting happy times together. But did you see them sad times? Did you see them other moments? Did they post 24 hours of their life with their spouse or whoever that they with? No. So you don't know everything that a person is going through in a relationship. You don't know what people do to try to be happy within a relationship or try to walk out their household and be happy. Like, you don't know. And you don't know why women operate the way they operate, because you don't know everything that go down in their household. Like, everybody be so quick to paint a picture and say something is what it ain't. Like, you have to know the true story, the full story, to even paint that picture. My thing is regardless of what type of relationship I'm in or not in or whatever it may be, I would never tell the world my full relationship story. Like, that's not, like, to me, that's one thing that's kind of personal. That's kind of personal. Now, like, certain things about it, I may discuss. And when it's like an old relationship, we can talk about that. But if it's a relationship that I'm in, here's the thing is, what people fail to realize is when you run around and you telling everybody, their mamas, their daddies, and everybody's shit, when shit going down, when shit going south in your relationship, and you telling everybody, then the next week, you back with that motherfucker. How you think people gonna be looking at you? How you think people gonna be viewing you? Because now you done put all of the dirt out there. You done told people every little bad thing that motherfucker done did in life. And now you back with that motherfucker. And then you get mad when people run around here talking. They talking because you gave them something to fucking talk about. I'm not gonna give people stuff to talk about. People can look on my social media pages and come to whatever kind of conclusions they want. But I'm not going to give you nothing to talk about in regard to no type of relationship. That's why when people, I'm going to be real, when people comment on my status and be like, you married, right? Or you this, right? I delete that shit. That ain't nobody's business. And what my relationship status has to do with anything that I'm posting right now. Like, I don't post anything in regard to my relationship status. I post my true feelings. If I feel it, I post it. If I see a meme that I be like, I fuck with, I post that shit. Period, point blank. Whether I'm in a relationship or not, I'm going to post what I feel. I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to do what I feel. That's why I say it takes a strong man to really deal with me. Because I'm real and I'm going to be real and ain't nobody going to shut me up. I was shut up. Like, honestly, like, I went through that process of being quiet and not speaking up and allowing other people to kind of like make decisions for me because I was trying to please everybody else. No, I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna make me happy. I'm no longer in a relationship gonna be that person that's like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I know this is what he likes. I'm gonna carry myself this way because I know he don't like it when I do this. I'm not gonna do that, because here's the thing is as a female, we do that all the time and we don't get the same thing in return. You can't expect me to flaunt you and talk about you and dress how you want me to dress and act how you want me to act, but you're not doing the same in return. So again, I'm going to do what I need to do to make me happy. If anybody have a problem with what I'm doing to make me happy, then everybody knows where the doors are. Like, nobody has to stay around and be a part of my life or my future, my present or my future, if they don't want to. But that's not going to change the fact that I'm going to be me. I'm going to carry myself a certain way. I'm going to conduct myself a certain way. I'm going to talk how I want to talk. I'm going to dress how I want to dress, and nobody's going to say anything about that, because it's me, it's my decision, and I make my own decisions. And that's why I say it takes a strong man to deal with me, because I'm not one of those women that you can just tell what to do and I'm just going to do that shit. If I don't see the logic in it, if I don't see something in it that just be like, you know what, that makes sense, or okay, I get it, I understand it. If I don't see the logic in it, I'm not doing it. And when it comes to the way I dress, well, nobody, my daddy really honestly couldn't even tell me how to dress when I was a kid. So ain't nobody gonna tell me how to dress. Like, I dress how I would have dressed. And women, like, be confident in yourself enough to dress how you want to dress. Now, if you dressing slutty and your man be like, you need to go take that off, and you think about it and you be like, you know what, I was dressing like this to go get some other niggas' attention, then yeah, you need to go change. But if you dress like that and you did that for you and you weren't even thinking about nobody else, then baby, walk out and walk out proudly and don't let nobody tell you no different. That's the thing is subconsciously niggas or people be fucking with people's mind to make them believe that if they dress a certain way or they act a certain way, they a hoe, they ratchet, they look easy, they look like a slut. Like, no. Don't let nobody mind fuck you like that. Ain't nobody gonna mind fuck me like that. You can think what you want to think. You can call me what you want to call me behind my back, because you ain't gonna say the shit to my face. You can do that all day long. But trust and believe, I know who I am. And regardless of what people say about me, I'm going to be who I am. So I think if people thought about like that and was true to who they were and didn't care about the name calling and all that shit, they would carry themselves however they wanted to carry themselves. If they wanted to wear their short dresses, they wear their short dresses. If they wanted to have their cleavage out, they would have their cleavage out. If they wanted to show their ass off, they would show their ass off. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do for you. You just do what you want to do for you. That's the same, like, with scripting. I have no problem with scrippers. I think that's a profession, honestly. I think that's a job. So I have no problem with scrippers. But if you're a scripper, don't try to hide that shit. Don't be like, I'm going to go script in another state because I don't want the people who I really know to fuck with me to see that I'm a scripper. No, if you're a scripper, be true to who you are. Be honest about that shit. Own that shit. Like, people be so much trying to please other people that they ain't even pleasing themselves. And I can say that because I was one of those people who was doing that shit. So I can tell you that stop trying to please other people, that you're not pleasing yourself. Like, I'm getting myself to this point. It took a lot, and I'm not even where I need to be fully. But I'm getting myself to a point where I'm truly starting to please myself. I'm truly starting to do the things that I want to do that makes me happy. The things that I believe in, whether somebody believes in me or not. Because here's the thing is, a lot of people be like, well, how do you feel about these people not supporting you and this not? You know what? I do feel some type of way of not getting support. But at the same time, my haters make me greater. I wrote a song about this. Haters make me greater. Like, so anybody who doesn't support me, who say they fuck with me, you are now a hater. And you are going to make me greater. Anybody who doubt me, I fucked with you because you doubted me enough to make me want to go harder so I can make it. Like, that's it. That's it. And here's the thing is what people fail to realize is I pay attention to everything. I may not act fast. Some things you can't do overnight. But know that I pay attention to everything. And when things progress in my life, and you see people flop off in my life, and you see people not in those pictures that used to be in those pictures, and people not being around that used to be around, you'll see why. I don't have to speak on that. I don't have to speak on everybody or everything that somebody's doing or done to hurt me or do anything like that. I don't have to speak on that right now. I can speak on that when I'm ready. But my thing is I don't have to speak on it at all. Because it all shows. Anything that I talk about, anything that I discuss, anything that I post, that's my feelings, that's what's up, that's the real. Like, I don't have to lie to kick it. And I don't put on for nobody. But my thing is everything that I do it strategically. Don't think I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm just putting shit out there just to put shit out there. Everything is for a reason. Everything is a strategy. Sometimes I do shit to test other motherfuckers. Sometimes I do shit to get a reaction. Sometimes I just do shit just because I'm bored and I just wanted to do that shit. Like, everything that I do is a reason why I did that shit, though. And there's a lot of stuff that I do online and people like, why is she doing it? Why? It's a reason. Everybody don't have to know all my reasons, but everything that I do it strategically. I'm not a fool. I know what I'm doing. And when I say everything don't happen overnight, I mean that shit. So you don't know what I'm working on, what I'm putting in play, how I'm putting shit in motion. Everything don't happen overnight. And here's the other thing. I think it's very important to love yourself and to make yourself happy. Do whatever it takes to, build your own happiness. I'm not saying, you should be single. I'm not saying that you should not have friends. I'm just telling stories and opinions of mine based on my experiences with people and things that I've been through that helped mold me to be the person that I am today. So I hope people enjoy, the different messages that I was delivering. I know I be all over the place in all my topics because whatever comes to my mind is what I say. I don't think about it. None of it's rehearsed. So it may be jumping to different topics, but each topic has a meaning in it. Like, each topic is an experience within me or a feeling within me that I wanted to get out there to other people. I hope that my experiences and, my words touch someone else and help someone else to grow and be a better person. And I hope people understand that they are not in this alone. Like, we all go through stuff. We all go through trials and tribulations. We all go through trials and tribulations, but here's the thing is what people have to remember is trouble don't last always. As long as you understand that you may be going through rough times right now, you may be down and out, your finances may not be right, your relationship may be rocky, your kids may be getting on your nerves, but troubles don't last always. Things are going to get better. You just got to hope for the better. You got to work towards the better, and things will get better. It's not always going to be bad, but know that if you're going through a lot of troubles right now, my main thing is, what I like to say is, if you're going through a whole lot of hell right now, know that the good is coming. Because in any storm, you're going to weather that. If you weather that storm, at the end of the storm, it's always bright. So if you're going through a whole bunch of shit right now, know that things will get better. You just got to work towards that. You got to get up and be strong and keep working towards getting that better and seeing that light. Thanks again for tuning in. Enjoy.
If you walk down, you ever been on real shrimp mud?
These little scrimp.
Talking about shrimp kitchen,
These little scrimp. These little scrimps, man, I eat them just like papados. No substance, oh man, they panties type of those. These little scrimp. These little scrimp. These little scrimps, man, I eat them just like papados. No substance, oh man, they panties type of those. This little bitch think she fine, I got all type of hoes. And I'm the shit, I tell myself it's time to lock and load. I'm turned up on stage, it's time to rock and roll. I need my pay up front before I start the show. 100K for the show, yeah, that's my type of dough. 100 racks, 100 flat, you already fucking know. Like King Bread giving me until I punt it back. 30 mil hit, motherfucker, I'm a runner back. Tupac, Biggie in the grave, like real music coming back. And everything real, it's official, it's hard to stomach that. These little scrump. These little scrump. These little scrimps, man, I eat them just like Papa Do's. No substance, oh man, they pants too tight for those. These little scrimps. These little scrimps. I mean a red lobster, but I'm not at Red Lobster, I'm at Papa Do's. I smell a imposter on my mama though. No one in vain can stop it while you pocket watching. You a hater the stage on. Rockin' mad at me cause I stole the show. Mad cause I stole your hoe. She sold my royal oak. Your girl love my loyal strokes. I'm fucking with my foe that was fucking with me. These little shrimps don't know shit about a G. Man, it's all you can eat. This a seafood feast. But miss me with the crabbing when it come to me. I'ma slaughter the beat, father the beat. Might raise your daughter to me. I'm hard on the beat. 21 and these little scrumps. These little scrumps. These little scrimps, man, I eat them just like Papa Do's. No substance, oh man, they pants too tight for those. These little scrimps. These little scrimps. These little scrimps. These little scrimps.
Everything goes alright.
These little scrimps, man, I eat them just like Papa Do's. No substance, oh man, they pants too tight for those. These little scrimps. These little scrimps.
it talks to me. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. Know you want me.